Hello, and welcome to the podcast, Down There. I'm your host, Laura McKegg. My mission is to educate, inspire, and empower others to discover that pelvic health and wellness is important, that it doesn't have to be embarrassing or intimidating, and that it can actually be fun to learn about. So let's have some fun learning today. On to the show. This episode of Down There is brought to you by Laura McKegg Physical Therapy, where we help men and women find real solutions to leakage, pain, or other problems down there. Let us help you regain your dignity, stay fit and active, and enjoy your family time, social life, and intimate relationships again. Find us at www.lauramckeggpt.com. Well, good afternoon, or I guess good evening, everybody. I'm actually in Florida. I have been here for the last 3 days attending a course on male pelvic floor physical therapy and learning all about men's health and how to treat men who have pelvic floor dysfunction. Now, I know some of you may be going, don't really want to hear about this. Is that really a thing? Wow, men have a pelvic floor? The answer is yes to all of those. So I have a very special guest with me today. This is one of the 3 brave men who came to our course. This is Luis. He is a physical therapy assistant and a massage therapist. And he wanted to learn about pelvic floor health for men. And I want him to share from a guy's perspective kind of what the course was like and what his takeaways were. So, Luis, what prompted you to take this class?
Well, it all started off as a joke. I utilize a service where people can find me for massage therapy, and this guy had requested me. So I'm looking through all the information. Okay, he wants to travel to me. He's gonna pay this price. Okay, got it. And then when I got to the notes, it said looking for someone that treats pelvic floor. So coming from the massage world, my immediate reaction was thinking this guy was probably a creeper because, I've had some bad, cases of that with massage. But, I started Googling it and kind of looking into all that information, and I realized how important, the pelvic floor health is, and especially guys, we don't get treated. So I kept looking around and I found this course. So I'm a pretty open guy to things. I'm not shy anymore. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So I just signed up for this course and here I am.
So what would you say as a guy, having taken the course, because you were by far in the minority and we really appreciate these guys coming. From a man's perspective, did you learn a lot that you didn't know before?
Definitely learned a lot. A lot of this information felt like it was going in one ear and out the other. It was shocking to hear some of the statistics, some of the research that shows these issues related to the pelvic floor isn't happening, when you're, it's only when you're 60, 70, 80 years old. It can happen as young as 20 years old or even younger. So it's so important for us to be more mindful of that. And are we performing, regular testicular exams? I know that's something that I never do. Are we going to the doctors and getting ourselves checked out? We, especially guys, we're so worried about, we don't like that area being touched unless it's with our significant other. But minus some assholes that are always going to tease you about this type of stuff, you can't do anything about them. The majority of people don't care and would want you to get yourself checked out and care about your health and stuff. So it's really important, and a lot of these issues can be fixed with just a couple of visits, but we wait so long because we're ashamed or we don't have the resources and the connections and stuff that what was a small issue might end up being a bigger issue in the future.
And I think for us women, it was really nice to have a few men in the class and just getting their perspective on it and just saying, hey, is this something that guys know about? And all of them said no. They really don't know anything about it. Their doctors aren't telling them anything about it. Nobody's really talking about it. It sounds like guys don't really talk about it that much, but when they have a problem, they don't really know who to turn to. And so, when they find a solution, that's great. They want a solution, and I want to be able to be one to help provide a solution for pain, leakage, sexual dysfunction, anything like that. It's uncomfortable to talk about, but imagine how uncomfortable it is if you were the one who had this issue and you had to live with it every day and no one was talking about it or giving you any options. So, Luis, what were your takeaways from the course?
Biggest takeaway is just, I'm happy that I have all this, knowledge and experience now, and I can reach out to people, and, I don't want anyone to ever feel like, they're not heard, like they can't be seen or they shouldn't be seen just because they're dealing with something, with penis or with their ass or whatever it is. And it doesn't mean that you're any less of a man. It's just, go get yourself helped. And sometimes some of those issues are not taken as seriously with some doctors because they're like, oh, no, that's just back pain. No, oh, it's just hip pain, or oh, it's just your abdominals. But, they're so worried about one specific area that they're not taking a step back and be like, okay, they have pain in this area, but why? Is it really coming from that spot, or maybe it's being referred to from another location? And a lot of people don't know, so it's good to try and find these specialists that know about these issues and be like, oh, like I know no one's known about this or everyone's freaking out, but it's not that big of a deal. It's I know it sounds scary, but it's not scary. Let's go get this checked out and let's get you better.
And I think one thing both of us learned, and whether it's a little TMI or not, did you know that testicular pain and scrotal pain is really easy to treat? It's treatable, it's super simple to treat, and guys get a lot of relief. So if you know of someone who suffers with that, or you suffer with that too, connect with me, connect with someone who's a pelvic floor therapist. If you're in the Jacksonville area, you can connect with Luis. How would they connect with you?
Facebook, Instagram. You would probably be the best, referral. But I'm out there on social media or Thumbtack. Just reach out anytime. My Instagram is luis.ramos314. You guys can always reach out, even if you're not in Jacksonville. And I post a lot about fitness and massage and just some different topics. And so if you ever have any questions, you can always reach out.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed this course. It was super, super informative. I hope I can help a lot more people with the more knowledge that I now have about it. And so, just remember, help is available. Seek it out, and you don't just have to live with it. So, see you later.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much for listening to the show. Go ahead and drop in a comment. Let us know how you liked this last episode. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have any questions? Or do you want to learn more about us? Perhaps you're ready to take the next step? Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Laura McKeag PT. Or visit our website at www.lauramckeagpt.com to learn even more.